organizations that bring to us flowers and really exotic plants that are super easy to grow. One of the leaders in this category are friends at Cottage Farms. This is lavender, but it's not just lavender. This is Annet Lavender. These are plants that thrive without being, worried about having deer or other little critters eating on them. They are so beautifully fragrant with a sweeter form of lavender than what most of us know, that it will draw butterflies, it will draw hummingbees, it will draw hummingbirds to your backyard, to your fence, to your deck, your patio, your pool. And they are a gorgeous plant. These are also perennials, which means once they're planted, they come back year in and year out. This type of lavender is a little bit sweeter, but lavender is one of the most easily recognizable scents that we have. So often, if you've ever tried to grow traditional lavender, lavender bushes can get very leggy, very big, and that bloom of lavender only happens for a short few weeks in the summer months. Look at how many blooms are on these plants. And by the way, the plants that you see here are going on their third season. What Cottage Farm is going to send to you are amazingly healthy, thriving plants in a 2.5-inch pot. You plant them where they get good daily sunlight. You want to water them in pretty well, but they're not bad in terms of drought resistance. So you can plant these where that garden hose doesn't necessarily easily run to, and you want to be able to, let the rain take care of what it needs to. If you go several weeks without rain, even just a simple watering can is more than enough. For a flowering plant to be drought resistant is relatively rare. But look at how many little tiny buds are on each one of these wonderfully thick stalks. And you'll get that lavender throughout the summer, not just for a few days or for a few weeks, but throughout the summer. And think of this, out of all the senses that we have, our sense of sight, our sense of hearing, our sense of touch, the one that is most closely linked to memory is your sense of smell. How many of you remember lavender from Grandma? Because for me growing up, and I was born in the 60s, we didn't have as many fragrances available to us back in those days as we do today. So it's the simpler, natural fragrances, I think, that still project this image of clean and this image of fresh. Lavender, when it's dried, becomes the perfect flower to put into cachets for, say, a musty drawer in a dresser or in a bath area. They are the perfect dried flowers to cut and to put in your home and to be able to share with friends. And it truly is a color that Mother Nature doesn't work with that much in terms of gardens. More often than not, the purples that we see are a little bit more of a harder, bluer purple. This is truly the color that the flower is named for. And look at the foliage. The foliage itself on this particular variety of lavender are plump little fingers of almost a soft, dusty green. And each one of these, if you squeeze it, a little drop of fluid will come out of it. They hold moisture extraordinarily well. So it's more than just the scent, it actually becomes problem solution planning for you. A good example, if you have some areas that because you do have direct sunlight that other flowering plants maybe have not done well with this, you've got something that's going to hold on to that moisture and do very, very well. This also works on slopes. If you're in a position where you found that other things don't grow, you'll be able to utilize this in those areas. Heat tolerant, absolutely. These are perfect for planting in the ground in the American zones of 5 through 9. So if you live south in extreme heat and you've had issues with things that are growing, then we can help you out. I've got a zone map that I can actually show you, okay? And we're at the time where things are gonna start being shipped very, very soon. So we're getting ready for our gardens and getting ready to be able to enjoy things showing up soon and having them out for us to enjoy. You'll get lavender flowers this summer. In the world of lavender, this particular variety, the Annet Lavender, is actually the largest lavender that we offer. It's the largest lavender that we have in any of our collections. So if it's a flower that you've loved, then this is just giving you more of what you want. We have these planted in pots because that's our easiest way to be able to display them, because we have to move things from here or there. But these also do not get extraordinarily large. And the fragrance is just perfect. And you've got to adore these tiny little flowers. You know, sometimes bigger is not better. That little flower is one of the most potent projectors of fragrance. What we do, the stalks, by the way, the stalks almost feel like wood, that they are so sturdy. And we have a lavender bush that's on the farm that's right by our driveway, and I love it. But it has gotten a little out of control in size, and I only get to enjoy the fragrance for a couple days out of the summer months. With this, if you choose to put them in pots, put them around the area where you spend or will spend the most time of your day in that outdoor space, so that you can enjoy the fragrance, enjoy the butterflies, enjoy the hummingbirds, and enjoy the bees. Now, when are they shipping? They're shipping in most areas of the country. It's going to be in the next week or 2 weeks. And what we're shipping are already, these have been wintered through already for one season. So they're going to thrive, they're going to bloom with great scent this summer, and then spread out enough so that each plant will cover up to about 3 feet across, but they don't get huge in terms of height. It's a gorgeous plant that always looks well manicured, and it is the largest lavender that we make available. Now, it comes with a garden guide, and I have a recommendation for you, if I may. The folks at Cottage Farms has an absolutely perfect carefree flower bloom that 275,000 QVC customers have already picked up. And all you do is you take one packet, you put it in a gallon of water, dump one out, and all the nutrients, all the potash that's necessary to give you the best of the best is included in that. There's no more guesswork whatsoever. Shipping and handling with Cottage Farms is always free. That's included. And at $24.95, I think that's more than a fair price to bring you 3 exquisite plants. Wouldn't it be great if everything you ever bought guaranteed you happiness?